want to take a write-in question or two before we go to the live calls. Um, Here's one I think that is important for all of us, whether you experience this to a great degree or a small degree. You're going to experience it at some time. And it may be chronic, it may be situational. But the question is this: how does stress wear down our immune system? My husband is going through a high stress season, important word, but otherwise has strong health markers according to his doctor. Strong health markers. It sounds like he's healthy, but he's going through a period here where it says he's been sick a lot. How does stress make us sick? Without getting too technical about this, among other things, it basically has to do with a lot of hormones that get released under stress. You know, when we encounter problems, then there's an adrenaline surge and a cortisol surge and all that to activate the system to fight that problem or to fight that problem, move away from it, somehow deal with it. And we're like, I got to deal with this. I got to deal with this. Well, if you're going through a high stress period, then your body is saying, I got to deal with this. I got something to deal with. I got to solve this. I can't solve it. It keeps coming at me. All that kind of stuff that stress does, stuff we can't control. And what that does is it gets all this chemistry flowing in your brain that really is not the stuff you want to eat daily. It'd be like if you're drinking sewage water all day. Your brain is going to not do well. And that starts to break down different organ systems. Your your cardiovascular system, your nervous system, your digestive system, all of those different systems do not do well when constantly taking a stress shower, and they start to get eroded. That's how it happens. Your immune system actually goes down. In fact, I don't know if this is still what the current research would show, but I remember a while back when they looked at the different, they kind of rate stress events in life that are stressful. The the number one is would be the death of a spouse or the loss of a spouse. Number two was a move. I think about that. Number two is a move. And what they did in that research, they chronicled, the next year. And within 6 months, people that go through that are extreme higher likelihood to develop some sort of illness, physical illness, not even psychological, because the immune system breaks down. I know back when, I started to say back when, I don't know how much life was different. I'm still very, very busy, but and maybe because my immune system is stronger now or I handle stress better than I used to. But I remember when I was on a book deadline, and I've written a lot of books, and with all my work and getting a book done, I always had double work for a time period. So like a CPA in April, getting tax returns ready. I would finish a book and the next week I would get sick. I'd come down with a cold. It's just like clockwork. Did it all the time. As soon as I'm over the finish line, my body just gave in. So a move can do that to you, job stress, relationship stress, all of that. So yes, that's how it works. It happens in your chemistry. It's just basic chemistry. And your body needs good chemicals flowing through it. That's why relaxation and peace and happiness and connection. The more connection you have in a time period like that, vulnerable connection to support you, the better the immune system. The more you've worked through internal issues like forgiveness. Forgiveness is a huge, huge drain on the organ system. If you look at my book, Trust, listed 1 gazillion physical illnesses that come from unforgiveness when we're holding on to something. Best way to make a bad past event, your future is to be unforgiving. Period. It's indisputable. And when I've heard some people say, "Well, I can never forgive him for that," I go, "Too bad for you." Much less them, but too bad for you. So that can do it. Different ways that we think. A lot of stuff can cause this, but yes, that's how it works.